Hello and welcome to the day ahead. It is Tuesday, August the 9th. I'm Andrew Gagan. Well, let's get across the overnight session. Wall Street closing fairly flat, stocks retreating from earlier highs following Friday's blockbuster jobs data, which reignited fears the Fed will hike rates more aggressively in a bid to combat runaway inflation. While a revenue warning from Nvidia reminded investors of a slowing US economy pushing the tech sector lower. Shares of the chipmaker sliding more than 6% in the session. Meantime, megacap Tesla rose following reports it signed contracts worth about $5 billion to buy battery materials from nickel processing companies in Indonesia. It follows news the US Senate on Sunday passed a $430 billion bill to fight climate change, creating a $4,000 tax credit for used electric vehicles and providing billions in funding for their production. Ford, General Motors and Lordstown, all rising on the news. Shares of Palantir Technologies dropped on news the company lowered its annual revenue forecast as the timing of some large government contracts remain uncertain. The company also forecasting third quarter revenue below analyst estimates. SoftBank posted one of its biggest losses at its Vision Fund investment unit for its fiscal first quarter, posting a $21.6 billion loss for the June quarter as tech stocks continue to get hammered amid rising interest rates. The company is expected to lay off an unspecified number of employees from its Vision Fund. And Tyson Foods reported its quarterly revenue beat market expectations despite its earnings per share missing analyst estimates. Well, US consumers expect price growth for food and fuel will ease, according to a Federal Reserve survey. Consumer expectations for the one-year outlook for inflation fell in July, down 0.6% to 6.2%, the lowest since February, while the three-year outlook is down to 3.2%, the lowest since April of last year. Meanwhile, the climate, healthcare and tax bill passed by the US Senate is expected to impact corporate earnings. The $430 billion Inflation Reduction Act would impose a new excise tax on stock buybacks and a minimum 15% tax on corporations, which, according to research by Goldman Sachs, are estimated to lower 2023 earnings per share of S&P 500 companies by around 1.5%. Well, US Treasury yields have fallen, the 10-year tumbling 10 points to 2.74% and the 2-year down to 3.2%. Major currencies have firmed against the US dollar, the Aussie currently trading at 69.4 US cents. Well, the local share market is set to open lower this morning. The ASX futures currently off around 0.1%. Global oil prices have risen on firmer economic data with robust export growth in China and a US jobs market that continues to expand, easing recession fears and concerns about oil demand. Brent crude up 1.8% to $96 a barrel. The iron ore futures price is up 1.7%, while base metal prices were mixed, nickel down around 2.5%, but copper is up, and the gold futures price is up 0.8%. And positive sentiment is playing out in the crypto market, Bitcoin pushing above $24,000. Well, on the earnings front locally today, we hear from NAB, News Corp, Coronado Mining, Elmo Software, Megaport and REA Group. And that is your day ahead. We'll see you again tomorrow.